Hello Sagittarius, this is Angel Eyes 7 Tarot with your mid-October 2017 reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed and liked and shared my videos. And this month, well, for this reading, I'm using the Ghost Tarot in honor of Halloween. And if any of you are interested in contacting me or following me on any of my social media sites, all the information is in the description box below, as well as the directions for my Instantgo page, where you can ask me a question or get a one-card reading through the app, and it charges you over that, and you can get the answers within 24 hours. Alright guys, so let's see what Sagittarius has for mid-October 2017. Alright, your first card is the Ace of Cups. Alright, so love, possibly. A new start in something that could possibly be very emotionally fulfilling for you. And there is the hand. And they always say that's the hand of God. It's a gift from the universe, this Ace of Cups or chalices in this deck. This deck is a little different. The meanings of the cards have a slightly different take. So for some of them, I'll read you the meanings. And for your second card, you have the Six of Swords. Yes. Sorry. The Six of Swords. Alright, so the Six of Swords, I am going to read you the meaning for that one in this deck, because I remember it being a little bit different. It said, it is necessary to survive difficult moments, because even if you cannot see the light at the end, each step brings you closer. So, like the traditional meanings, like in the traditional tarot, you have like all the swords in the boat with you. And those are the lessons you've learned as you move away from conflict or stress and things like that. But that's ultimately how we learn, right? So that makes sense. So you have it next to the Ace of Cups. I mean, we only have 2 cards out so far, so I don't know yet. Oh. They went everywhere. Alright, so you have 2 more. You have the Two of Swords and the King of Wands. Okay, so that could be you, Sagittarius, because that is fire energy. Just from what I'm seeing right now, I think you guys have moved away from a relationship. Sorry, I'm just looking at the cards. And see, this Two of Swords, like, you know, she's blindfolded. She's not taking into account any outside input in order to make her decision. She's very, like, it's kind of like a stubbornness kind of thing. You have 2 swords here already, so I kind of feel like you got some stuff going on in your head. Like there's a decision you need to make. But whatever it is, I mean, you show, if this is you, you're showing as the King of Wands. So that's not a bad thing, but let's see what you guys have in conjunction with these. Okay, With the Ace of Cups, you have the Magician. All right, and the Magician, he transforms things. He makes things he turns one thing into something else. But he can also, you know, the Magician can also be very, in the negative aspect, he can be manipulative. And it's also a card of manifestation. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight. Like that horse isn't even looking up. So I think you might have been dealing, Sagittarius, with someone you loved who was kind of very manipulative, and it took you a long time to get out of that situation. And I'm only saying a long time because you did, like, you'll get out, or you've gotten out with the Six of Swords. But the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, and he takes his time. That's why I'm saying, like, if you are getting out of it, it'll take a little bit. And maybe because you're having a hard time making a decision about what you want to do. But let's see what your last two cards are. All right, you have the World, which is another ending. And then you have the Hanged Man, which is non-action, taking a different perspective. And you have it with the King of Wands. You see those. So I feel like you guys, like, you come to your bearings and you get out of, you know, you finally make a decision, but then you're going to take a little time out and figure things out, because you have the Two of Swords with the World, which it's a natural cycle. Like, the cycle has ended and you're beginning a new one. But I think it took you had a hard time making the decision of how to end things. But I think that it happens. Or it happens when, because the King of Wands is he's the problem solver king. He's the one you go to solve problems. He thinks outside the box. And I think that by the end of the month, that's what you might be doing. Like, you might be, like, getting into the space where, like, okay, I need to figure this out and look at it differently. Like, this is thinking outside the box. This is taking a different perspective. Okay. But whatever it is, it's ending. It's ending. It's ending. You're moving away from it. And it's like this, with the World card here, like, it's done. It's done. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the decision was that you were trying to make. I think I'm going to clarify that. The Two of Swords and the World. I mean, it could be that you made the decision. That's why the World card is there, but I just want to clarify it anyway. But I am seeing the Magician with the Ace of Cups as, like, someone you loved who was very manipulative. That can be the Magician in the negative aspect. I mean, it could have been an earth sign, but I feel like the Knight of Pentacles energy is just slow moving. Like, you were slow moving getting out of there, and it was something very hard. Or that might be what's happening this next 2 weeks. So for the Two of Swords and the World, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I think the decision you might have been trying to make was, do I keep working on this or do I just let it go? But you let it go. Like I think whatever situation you're in with this person, you put so much work in and you don't know how to not put the effort in anymore, how just to give up on it. So I think that's what's going on. Because the Eight of Pentacles is your major focus. And I want to point out that in this Eight of Pentacles, she's wearing a wedding dress. That's a wedding gown. And she's working on, and that's a tombstone that says rest in peace. Like, she's working on a relationship that's dead. And you might have been refusing to see that. But it's done. It's over. Like, it's ending. Like, the cycle it's done. Okay, guys? So sad. But I feel like, because the King of Pentacles, he's such like, he's like the most charismatic king. And that could be you, Sagittarius. And you're just going to take a time out to see things differently, to get, your head out of this Six of Sword energy, getting out of the stress, out of the mental issues and situations that can go on when you're ending this kind of situation. All right, Sagittarius. So that's your reading for mid-October 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.